with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Thursday, January 14th. So today we have the Sun in Capricorn aligns with Mercury in Capricorn, which is in retrograde, which is also conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn. So anytime you get two energies that align, that means that they're in the same degree. So that means that they affect each other equally. So if something affects your sun, what you desire, the way that the momentum that you have, the way that you want to shine, the spotlight that is on you, or the recognition that you desire, or the goal that you wish to create, all comes from your core, and it is aligning with the way that you think, process your environment, the way that you interpret your surroundings, the way that you communicate about all of these things. They are in the exact same degree, which is also conjunct with Pluto, the planet of power. So we're talking about powerful, goal-oriented energy. This is achieving something you want. This is you want to control an outcome, or you want to make an outcome happen. You want to create security. You want to create a powerful foundation for you to build off from moving forward. You know, this is, you want some recognition maybe. Maybe you desire, maybe you've been working toward a goal and you're at the point where you feel like that goal should pay off. But this is very, very intense energy. As the planet of power is conjunct with the way that you think, empowering your thoughts, empowering the way that you view your world and your surroundings around you. And you want to communicate about these goals, and then it's actually aligning with the way what you desire. So there are two levels to every energy. I do want to discuss both of them so that you understand what this means for you. In a high vibration, you're making plans, you're making goals, you're reflective in this energy because, well, Jupiter's in retrograde and Mercury's in retrograde. So you're highly reflective in this energy. So what you're trying to do is compartmentalize where you want to put your desire and your energy moving forward. You know, the goals that you want to achieve, you're really focusing on the direction of those goals. You're also reflective, so you're looking back at the goals or where this, like, say if you're locked and loaded on a specific goal. It doesn't matter if it's a goal with, you know, buying a house, or if it's some sort of goal in a career aspiration, some sort of goal in some sort of recognition. You've been working toward getting a raise. You've been working toward getting a promotion. You know, all of this energy. You're also reflecting about in your past. Okay, you're also reflecting in the past. And you're taking a look at where this goal originated from, what you desired about this goal, you know, what you thought this goal would give you, how fast you thought you would attain this goal. All of this energy is swirling today, and it is at peak level. This is the day that you make a change, you make a decision, and you really want to move forward in a past-based goal. So this is about organizing yourself. This is about taking a look at your routines. Are your routines empowering you? Are they supporting this goal? If not, you're going to reassess how you can realign yourself with your goal and your routines to get what you want. This is about making some long-term commitments. This is very commitment energy. Now, Mercury's in retrograde, and you don't really usually make commitments when Mercury is in retrograde, because sometimes you reassess and you will change this goal moving forward if you do anything in a retrograde, but that's not always so. if this venture is regarding, this commitment is regarding a past-based goal, that is supported, that is elevated, and you will move forward with the commitment because you've been working on this commitment for quite some time. So you've been working on this goal. Perhaps what happens in this energy is you get the recognition that you desired all along. It starts up right about now because, you know, this past-based goal is being recognized by the audience or by the, you know, by the authority figures. Maybe perhaps there's a change in management. They came on board and they see that you were, you know, the energy is no longer stagnant there, and this new manager comes in and they see that there is some potential in you that maybe the stagnant energy did not. There's really great energy in forward energy if you align yourself with a past-based goal, a past-based way that you were trying to solidify your foundation. That's highly elevated in this energy. Now, if you are working in a low energy in this particular alignment, then you're having a power struggle. You're losing power. You're losing momentum on this goal. You are reassessing this goal. You're seeing where it went wrong. You're finding out where you, where the emotional momentum has created an emotional limitation. Saturn in this energy, you know, Capricorn energy is all ruled by Saturn. Saturn right now is in conjunct with Venus, which is in Sagittarian energy. So this pleasure-seeking energy of Venus is being asked to be practical, realistic, and make commitments to things. It's not all about the pleasure. It's about putting in the hard work. It's about expanding. It's about creating opportunity. But, and you know, this, and where Venus wants to be just sitting back and having the rewards brought to them, and this energy, Venus is actually having to do the work to expand their own life, to develop their own identity, and to stop relying on others. So it can be, it's an expansive energy in the fact that there's a way that we may have lost power in the past, and where we now need to create goals that empower us moving forward. Those are highly supported in this energy. So anyhow, guys, I'm going to be right back to tell you how this is going to affect your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. And in this case, Mercury as well. I would check out Mercury. Hi, Aries. This is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn. Lots of Capricorn energy, lots of goal-oriented energy. For you, your ruler is going to be in a very transformative sector in your life. This is about endings and rebirth. You know, this is about, you know, shared resources. This is about taking a look at your career, life path, destiny, and aligning yourself with that. You know, a sudden ending could actually generate a new beginning in something that you desired, something that is past-based, something that you may have actually talked yourself out of, but, you know, mentally. But now there is a little bit of momentum on how to get what you completely desire. So in this energy, it's beautiful. It's very pleasant energy for you. This is trine energy, and there's no negative aspects to your ruler in this energy. So for you, what I think you're doing is I think you're reassessing, but you're taking your time. You're working behind the scenes. You're doing some research. You're reassessing your goals. You're realigning yourself, and you are processing your past. But this isn't a negative aspect for you, because as you process your past, you know, you find that it's very easy to find some solutions on how you can transform an outcome. Beautiful energy for you. I love this energy for you. Couldn't wait to actually give it to you, because you know what? I don't have anything terrible to say to you, you know. These are beautiful, desirable goals. So I would really sit down and realign yourself with what you deeply desire. Hi Taurus, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is in retrograde, conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn. Now for you, all of this is going to be happening in expansive thinking and the way that you elevate your belief system, the commitments that you make to these belief systems, and these goals that you wish to attain. So your ruler is really expanding the way that you view relationships, who you partner with, what type of partner that you do partner yourself with. This is creating a new you, expansive energy. This is in a specific part of your chart for you that doesn't allow you to stay stagnant in a limiting belief system. It actually expands that area so that you can get out of kind of your own way. You can stop, staying regimented and stuck in a belief system that no longer empowers you. So Venus in Sagittarius conjunct with Saturn in Sagittarius is in a very transformative part of your chart. This is about endings and regenerations and rebirths. This is about maybe you ended a relationship so that an expansive opportunity with a brand new partner could come into your life and create a whole new outcome from you. This is some dramatic stuff for you. So Venus in Sagittarius conjunct with Sagittarius is in a trine with Uranus at this point. So this is, you are making some changes. This is unexpected. This is enlightening. This is empowering energy for you. I think you're starting to see the light in a new direction that you need to go. It's an awakening in the way that you seek partnerships, the way that you seek pleasure, the way that you try to control your outcome. I think you're much more open to having energy brought to you, and open to not controlling your outcome, because there's so much new stimulating energy. You're very receptive to this, and what this is doing, this is also heightening all of your five senses. So you are very intuitive in this energy. Trust your gut. I can't emphasize that enough, because your mind is on point with what you desire. This is aligning yourself with your internal barometer. So if you feel something, trust it in this energy. With the Sun aligning with Mercury, this is what you desire, aligning with the way you think. So I would trust what you think about. I would trust if you have a gut reaction to something, I would trust that. And a negative vibration, Venus and Saturn in conjunction, is going to be squaring Jupiter, squaring the North Node, and squaring Chiron. So what this suggests to me is there could have been a way that you sought pleasure that was destructive, self-destructive, self-sabotaging. You are moving away from that. But before you do, some of you may be stubborn enough to want to hold on to old belief systems and think that you can still control the outcome in that area. So what that is doing is blocking the creative energy and the creative outcome that you were always destined to become. So you want to be very mindful that as you focus on what you want, that you don't get lost in energy. For some of you that are having trials and tests, and you are trying to, all this energy is stimulating a lot of anxiety from within. What happens then is you seek immediate gratification. You want to either eat something that's really good, you want to drink something that's amazing, you want to drink maybe a lot to stimulate the pleasure. You may find that you seek attention from a romantic rendezvous that is not a long-term outcome, just so that it stimulates the pleasure sector of your brain. That is the lowest form of this vibration. And I got to tell you, with the Sun aligning with Mercury, which is in retrograde, I bet you that this has something to do with a past self-destructive pattern that you really are being asked to reassess. You really need to take a look at it. If you still lose power there, then it is a point you are facing this part of your chart, this time in your life for a very specific purpose, because this is about an empowering time for you, not where you lose power. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi Gemini, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is conjunct Pluto. Now for you, all of this is going to be happening in a very transformative part of your chart. You're going to be taking a look at, in this energy, how you think, how it's aligned with what you desire, and how you empower yourself when you set your sight on a goal. Now, this goal is past-based, as your ruler is sitting in Capricorn, which is in retrograde. It's very important for you to understand that as you're being reflective, you could be skeptical about an outcome. And as you're skeptical about an outcome, what you do is you become critical and you need to research in all the ways that your goal could go wrong, which can lower your vibration substantially. So I want to talk to you about how to keep your energy motivated in the right direction, because it's very easy as you stimulate yourself with all aspects of this goal for it to pull you down into the reality and the negativity of what could go wrong in this energy. So for you, the Mercury, the Sun, and Pluto all conjunct are sextiling the Moon and Chiron. So we're talking about the very end of the zodiac and the very beginning of the zodiac. So what this suggests to me is that some of you in your past may have had a very significant ending, or there was a way that you interpreted your environment, or you thought about your environment, or the way that you directed your energy when you were thinking, that has ended. And now you're at the point to where there's a new beginning. So this area that you ended was perhaps an area that there was some great suffering. So many of you have experienced an ending to some great suffering. That's that end of the chart. And now what you are doing is experiencing tremendous healing in the lesson learned. And this is probably something having to do with ego, the way that you identified yourself, the way that you thought of yourself. There's an ending to that, or a direction that you were always, that you'd always desired to go. All of that's ending. So the way that you think and what you desired and the way that you empowered yourself to pursue what you desired is now taking a different direction. And so sometimes when we're in that energy, even though it's deeply cleansing us and it's washing away these old wounds and karmic lessons, and as we're exploring the potential of the future, there is some reality that's associated with that. And the reality that we face is Jupiter in Virgo, which is also in a gorgeous, gorgeous sextile at this point. A gorgeous trine at this point. So the trine with this particular energy, so your ruler is trining Jupiter, which is conjunct with the North Node, is ascension quality energy. So you are one very blessed soul right now, because as you reach the ending, and as you are going through the part of your chart that is healing the area of suffering in that ending, it's also creating opportunity for a new beginning. in this energy. So it's, you are realigning with what you desire, with the way that you think, and then how you inevitably empower yourself to go after it. And so it's kind of a reboot. I think many of you are experiencing this powerful, energetic reboot in the direction that you want your life to go, the goals that you set, how you want to achieve them, and how you want to move forward in your life. It's such a beautiful, beautiful energy. For some of you, there's a lot of energy in a home-based business, a goal that you are trying to work that is home-based. So for some of you, this could be some sort of research project. It could be a project where you are, you are thinking about, maybe perhaps pursuing a creative endeavor where you're doing a lot of it from your computer. You're on social networking. Perhaps some of you are using YouTube to start a new career-based goal. You're starting a website. This is very, very technology-based energy. So that's highly supported in this energy if some of you would like to work from home. Beautiful, on-point energy as Jupiter and the North Node are working from your home and family sector. So that the lower vibration in this energy is that you could, a friend could kind of take away some of the power in this particular situation. So as you're trying to redirect yourself, perhaps there's a friendship or a relationship that is friend-based that starts to interfere with outcomes regarding the future. So for some of you, this could also be very ego-oriented energy. As you're trying to realign yourself with what you desire and the way that you think about what you desire and how you feel empowered in that energy, the social circles that you have been involving yourself with may give you a little flack. It may be hard for them to understand the new direction that you're trying to go. And you being a mutable energy may find it a little difficult to feel secure in the fact that the new direction that you're going is in fact the new direction that you should be going. And so you may start to question yourself, and you may start to limit this opportunity as you start to receive some criticism regarding this new direction. Understand, this energy is going to break down a lot of relationships for a lot of people. This energy is about moving forward and in direction where it is testing the normal boundaries of your relationships. Some of them that are strong, that can adapt to the new you, is going to last. And some of the ones that cannot adapt to the new you, that you're going to break away from, and you're going to release yourself from their limiting belief systems so that you can expand in that energy. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Cancer, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is in retrograde, conjunct with Pluto. So, woo, do we have a lot of 7th house, 7th house. Can we talk anything more about the 7th house? Capricorn energy is in the 7th house for you. It's in the house of others, partnerships, unions. It's where you learn about yourself. It's where you fall and where you fall on your ass. So for some of you, it depends on where you're at in expanding your relationships. Understand that we attract the relationships in our lives for very specific reasons. So for some of us, the relationships that we're attracting into our lives are going to expand our relationships in a long-term outcome. And it may focus us on that one that we end up spending the rest of our lives with. If we have went through all of our karmic lessons and we paid back all of our karmic debt and we've learned all there needs to learn, and we're now just trying to learn how to focus and love one person and grow with one person, that energy is supported in this energy. As we have how we think and interpret our environment and how we view our environment, conjunct with what we desire and setting up a strong foundation and strong outcomes. And as we set up, as we align ourselves with how we empower ourselves, how we maintain our power in relationships. It's a big bill. It's a lot of expansive energy. And for some of us that are not ready for it, there can be a need to resist this. And then we can maybe have that last karmic lesson in this energy, so that we can learn to submit and to, you know, we don't need to be empowered all the time. We need to submit in energy. We need to trust. We need to come out of our shell and be vulnerable at times where it may not feel like we can expand in that energy. We need to show some people our we need to show people the soft-bodied part of us. If we're always showing people the shell, people get the wrong idea about us. There is a very soft, vulnerable side to every beautiful Cancer, and the people that get to see it are chosen for our future. So, in this energy, we have beautiful energy in hopes, dreams, and wishes, aligning us with a career, life path, destiny. So, for some of these partnerships have much to do with our outcomes, our life path, destiny outcomes, career-based goals. This is about aligning us with people that support our vision for the future. So this is also about hopes, dreams, and wishes. And this is all about cardinal energy, moving forward energy. So for some of you, you guys are thinking really long term about probably somebody who's returned from your past, because Mercury is in retrograde right now, which is conjunct all this energy. So perhaps this is a past-based goal. This is a relationship that you had a past-based goal with that didn't turn out all that well, but is now coming back into your life. Or perhaps this is a relationship that you've been nurturing for some time. You had talked about something in the past, but then it never came to fruition. It may come to fruition in this energy. But again, this is transformative. This is hopes, dreams, and wishes. This is career, life, path, destiny. And this is partnering energy. We're talking about major changes for your cute little Cancer self. In a high vibration, this is jazzing energy. This is action oriented energy. This is delegating energy. This is cardinal energy. This is your energy. This is what the Pluto-Uranus squares broke you down for. However, in a low vibration in this energy. And by the way, this is also, you want to know the most beautiful harmonious flow of energy, the easiest energy to take in this? This all has to do with home, family, home-based businesses, relocating, setting your sight on that dream location, buying that dream house, buying that vacation house, buying that property that you always wanted to from your past. This is delish energy for you, but in a low vibration. This is about being afraid of what you want. This is about the fear of the future, fear of change. Some of the self-sabotage areas in our lives, because change is dramatic right now. Change is there whether we want it there or not. And even if we try to block ourselves off from the opportunity, inevitably change is going to happen. And for some of us, our sweet little Cancer selves who've been highly damaged in this energy, it is so difficult to accept the fact that life is changing and that we are out of control of the outcome. This is where some of us have to face where we lose power and where we sabotage our own future, our hopes and our dreams as we limit ourselves. This isn't about people coming in and limiting you. This is about you limiting yourselves. Perhaps some of you also may be judged by some of the social circles that you're in or by social media. And so what you may do is may regress and try to be protective in this energy, to try to save face, you're trying to hide from this vulnerability, and it's not supported. It's the lowest end of this energy. This energy is all about empowering what you desire, the way you think, and the way that you move forward in energy. This is about empowerment. This is not about staying stuck in the ways that you take away your own power. Never forget that, okay? Because that's what this alignment is all about. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi Leos, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is in retrograde, which is conjunct Pluto. Your sun is in this event, okay? Your ruler. So this is about putting a spotlight on something that you desire, on the ways that you lose power in the ways that you think. So as you desire something, as you want to manifest a goal, as you want to manifest an outcome, where is it that you need to refine your thinking? As Mercury is sitting in Capricorn, which is in retrograde, this is about refining the way that you think, the way that you interpret what you want, the way that you fixate and allow yourself to have the emotional momentum. The way that we think often, okay, so the tape that we play in our brains either tells us that we're doing a really good job, or it tells us that it's very hypercritical and it sabotages our personal power. What tape are you playing? Are you playing the tape that says, I'm successful, I can do whatever I want, I'm empowered in this energy, you know, this is stimulating me, this is action-packed, goal-oriented energy, this is cardinal-based energy, I'm on board, I'm ready to face where I, went wrong in the past, and, and I'm okay with it because I'm going to put a spotlight on what I want and not where I went wrong. You choose the tape you play, okay? We all have power over the tape we play every day in our brains. And so if you want to play the tape in this reflective energy that shows where you went wrong, then it's going to suck for you. You're going to be in the low vibration. If you play that tape that empowers you and you say, okay, yeah, blew it in that energy, have a sense of humor about it, and maybe it was a goal, or maybe it was a goal that you wish to achieve by now, and, for some reason you didn't actually achieve that goal by now, then you just need to find a new creative way to refine that goal. And that's all what this energy is about. It's refining what you want. So align your routines to support your goal and what you want. Okay? So all of this energy for you is going to be happening in what the rituals you have, what routines you have, how you're aligning your passion and your desire and the way that you think and the way that you stay empowered in your rituals on a daily basis. If you're sitting there saying, you know what, I really want to, my body is just not what I want it to be. I really want to work out because, I have this, this outward, I want to create some sort of goal that empowers others, but here you are overweight, not even empowered in your own life. You got to create a different ritual, right? You got to get up every morning, whether you want to or not. You got to put a spotlight on the area in your heart that makes this heart-based, and you've got to say every day, I'm getting up, I'm working out. I'm aligning myself with the way that I think. I'm aligning myself with my personal power. And every day you need to set up a powerful ritual to make that happen and attain that. Now, the negative vibration of this energy is that, perhaps you're idealizing an outcome, or this is some sort of investment that you were thinking about doing as a partner. And you were finding it very difficult to stand up as an individual in this energy. And for some of you, what this can mean is that perhaps you were really involved in this creative endeavor. And there was some sort of partnering aspect to this. And as you went through this partnering energy, perhaps the partnership dissolved, or the enthusiasm for that partner dissolved, or the partner's enthusiasm for your creative endeavor dissolved. And so the passion may have left you regarding this particular area. Now, the sun is conjunct Chiron in this energy. So we're looking at energy that is removing us from this karmic lesson, this karmic relationship in this place, this karmic debt. So yeah, fine. Okay, fine. We had a really, we learned a lesson. It was hard. We were asked to expand, and maybe somebody didn't expand with us, or maybe, we're going in a different direction that can't really align with the partnership. We've got to learn how to let that go, because as we develop this creative project, perhaps that person was just supposed to come into our life to activate the creative process, or the enthusiasm for that creative process. Sometimes karmic lessons are very difficult for us to understand. So aligning your routines will help support your momentum to stay focused on the outcome. Remember that you may feel the fact that you need to be pleasure-seeking in this energy to make yourself feel better, to get away from this outcome. That is really, honestly, the lowest form of vibration. What you need to do is assess what you value. You need to focus on what you value, the momentum that you need to fixate on to create this outcome. This has everything to do with the fact that as you do this, you will create the emotional momentum in your soul to put a spotlight on yourself. This doesn't have anything to do with combining your life with somebody. This is about staying focused. So perhaps a relationship also may be asking you to take time away from a creative endeavor. Do not allow that to happen. That is the lowest form of vibration in this energy. Remember, stay focused, stay goal-oriented, never lose sight. You've worked really hard to get here. Don't stop. No matter what relationship comes into your life, that relationship does not replace the fact that you have worked this hard to empower yourself. And this goal, this creative endeavor, this relationship that you may be starting, it doesn't take place of the fact that there is something that needs to shine within you, that will empower you, that will align yourself with a future goal. Never lose sight of that. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi, Virgos. This is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn, aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is in retrograde, which is your ruler, by the way, and it is conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn. So for you, this is about reassessing a creative goal, or perhaps a goal that used to bring you much pleasure, something that stimulated you mentally. It brought forth very creative thoughts. So for some of you, I see this as being energy about writing, about some sort of creative process that really energized you. This could also have something to do with aligning yourself with a goal that has some sort of pleasurable aspect to it. Your heart is going to get involved in this goal. So this is taking a look at your past, and this is looking at this goal from a new perspective and putting a spotlight back on that particular part of your life. Now for you, Pluto is going to be conjunct with all this energy. So you have the way that you think and aligning with what you desire, what you put a spotlight on, the goal that you set, you lock and load on, and you create desire for, in conjunct with how you empower yourself and where you put all of your power. And it is in a beautiful, beautiful, harmonious aspect. This energy is very stimulating. It's a buzz. It's a creative buzz type energy. And something new You know, this is I think some of you may have a relationship in your life, or a union, or a partnership, or some sort of companion that's really kind of stimulating you. Now, understand that Saturn rules Capricorn energy, your rulers in retrograde. Saturn is conjunct with Venus right now, which is in Sagittarius. So this partner, this romantic-based partner perhaps, could be, or this union, this companion, this partnership could be asking you to expand your potential. Very stimulating energy. It's the highest octave of energy that you can experience. It is completely beautiful energy. It's very transformative energy. What this is going to transform is how you identify yourself, how you see yourself, how you align yourself, how you go after what you want, how you create the desire and the momentum, how you empower yourself, how you create a competitive inner spirit to get what you want. It's really ramping up the intensity to create desire in this particular goal. Now, what you're going to have to do is have faith that you can handle it. Faith that you deserve it. Faith that they value you as much as you value what you have to give. So as we take a look at ourselves, right? As we take a look in the mirror and we think, can I do this? You know, look at me, you know, this is where I'm at right now. Is this a spot where I see, you know, I didn't see myself here? How do you create the emotional momentum when you look in the mirror and you see yourself exactly what you are? For some of you, you see yourself badass, rocking, you see yourself moving forward, you see yourself desiring what you want, you have enough momentum, like you're empowered. Some of you are looking in this mirror and seeing, I can't do it. You know, there's doubt, there's a hypercriticism about you, you know, about why you're here, about how you got here, about your looks, about the way that you perceive yourself. So some of you could be having this aspect to you. It could be controlling the way that you think about your outcomes. It could be manipulating the way that you empower yourself. Don't allow this energy to seep into your life. You need to bring an ending to this energy. And as you bring an ending to this energy, you're going to have to fight to stay empowered, right? This is an internal power struggle between your hypercritical brain, side of your brain, and the ego. And you need to make ego win. I don't say this in a lot of energies, but in this energy for you, I say make ego win. You need to stay strong. You need to not be mutable. You need to be directional. You need to focus. You need to put a spotlight on what you want, and you need to go after it. And you cannot yield in this energy. This energy is momentum. This is what it takes to create momentum to achieve a goal. And you deserve it. And you don't let anybody take away your power in this particular relationship with yourself, especially a romantic relationship or a partnership or a union type energy or any energy that involves any sort of intimacy. Remember that everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves to have what they desire. Everybody deserves to have their goals met. So it doesn't matter what the past, what you did in your past, as long as you are creating a new outcome, a new you. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi, Libra. This is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn, aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is in retrograde, and Pluto in Capricorn. So for you, your ruler is in Sagittarius, which is conjunct Saturn. And all of this, and Saturn rules all of this Capricorn energy. So for you, what you need to take a look at is an outcome that you want for your home and family. And you need to be able to communicate effectively. You need to put a spotlight on you, right? So as you're dealing with this energy, what you're doing is you're highlighting a part in you about what you desire, the way that you think about what you desire. This has to be somewhat of a selfish energy. It can't be about meeting just somebody else's needs. You have to empower yourself. You are taking the lead at this point in a relationship in the direction of your home and family, of creating a foundation where you have a stable foundation. If you are in some sort of relationship where the structure is not set, where you are, the direction of your home and family unit is not the way that you feel that it should be going, is not strong enough for you to invest monetary value, where you are questioning the solidity and the security and the stability of your foundation, you are going to communicate. You're going to communicate about it, and you are going to, you're going to make some different demands about outcomes. This is about getting what you want energy. This is not about where you have to let go of something you want to keep a partner. That's not what this energy is about. Remember that you didn't go through the Pluto-Uranus squares for nothing. You went through those transformative years so that you can create outcomes for future successful relationships and strong foundations for you to have some stability for you to stand on. You've been creating those foundations for everybody. It's your turn to have somebody meet your needs, and it's time to communicate. And with the planet of power, aligning with Mercury, where have you lost power in the past? What issues did you have happened to you in previous home and family dynamics? Was there an area in your life back when you were a kid growing up, or a dynamic that you grew up around where you saw a nurturing energy in your life submit, and where you patterned your life after that submission type manipulations, status, where you just sat back and you said, okay, I'll take what I get because, I want to be in a relationship. I want a home and family. I want to create this outcome. But it's not actually creating the outcome because there's no actual tangible way. This has to be for you in a way that has to do with you're diving deep into creating an outcome where you can really, really invest, put a spotlight on this particular part of your life, and then mentally invest, monetarily invest, and put your heart into. And if there is somebody controlling the purse strings in this, or controlling the outcome, or having the power over the foundation, then you need to take a stand, and this is the energy to do it in. You may find it absolutely impossible to resist doing as well. Lower end of this vibration, that was the high. Again, that's actually difficult energy for a sweet little Libra, but it's definitely something that you need to start taking a look at. The low end of this energy is that, God, this is bringing up some issues that you're hypercritical about regarding where you lost power. This is about facing where you've lost power, where you have lost the ability to shine, where you have lost the ability to communicate effectively because there's some sort of vulnerability, limitation, issue regarding this particular partner that you are finding it difficult. It's a weird, strange dynamic, and it may make you feel like you don't have enough power to take control of the situation. Now, the absolute lowest form of this vibration is that, that there could be some sort of unexpected health situation that comes up that makes it impossible for you not to have to take control of the situation. You know what? As you try to become as you fall into rituals and patterns where you lost power, what ends up happening is Jupiter expands that, right? Jupiter goes in and expands that crack in that dynamic, and it makes it an earthquake. So for some of you, it could be either an issue regarding your health, maybe it's an issue where, emotionally you're drained, physically you're drained and your body starts to succumb to dis-ease and you actually have some sort of health-related issues, where home and family have to start stepping up to the plate and take on some of the responsibilities to create the outcome, to help you generate a healthy outcome for yourself, to get you back on track. In some of the home and family dynamics, there could be an issue regarding maybe a work-life balance routine that is out of balance. And so you're taking on all of the responsibilities again and having an imbalance in that area. And it could also be some sort of routine that you are doing, or ritual regarding a family member where you are kind of following along their journey and not standing out again. This is about standing strong, empowering yourself, moving forward. This is about aligning yourself with the way that you know things should go, because you've had this karmic lesson before. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi, Scorpio. This is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is in retrograde, which is then conjunct with Pluto. Woo! Kind of a mouthful. Anyhow, guys, all of this is going to be, oh, how funny, is in the house of communication, and I just had a communication faux pas. Anyhow, so for you, your ruler is taking a look at the way that you reflect upon others, or the way that you shine, or the way that you communicate, or the way that you show or distribute power is going to be something that's going to be emphasized during this event. And for you, I want to say that this could have something to do with either creative endeavor or a romantic based endeavor, or the way that you pleasure seek. So the planet of power, which is your ruler, which is involved in this entire event, the Sun in Capricorn aligning with Mercury, which your ruler is conjunct with, this may make you feel very passionate about a goal that you desire. You may feel like socializing with others to generate an opportunity, and this could be a creative endeavor or a communication goal. This is writing energy. If some of you want to be a writer, if some of you would have been journaling for some time, and there are some very creative ideas in some of your journals, this is the time to pull out those journals and revisit. This energy is reassessing, revisiting, refining energy. And so with all of this powerful energy, it is in a beautiful sextile with Chiron and Pisces. So you may find that writing and journaling, maybe creating a character that is around, going through an event can help, others understand how to go through these events, and it can touch their soul. It can put a spot. As you revealed this vulnerability, many people have probably experienced this type of intense vulnerability in their life, and there may be some sort of way that you touch them in this book or in this blog or in this, on some specific type of forum where you communicate, that you touch people. This is excellent energy for that. That's the highest vibration. It's healing energy for you. It's cleansing karmic debt energy. It is cleansing energy for old wounds. It's beautiful energy if you would like to explore what it's like to release areas of suffering and areas of karmic limitation. It is also beautiful energy if you're talking about any sort of communication that you're doing on social media, in social groups, in friendship sectors. That's highly elevated energy, and it is highly supported energy. Now, for those of you that are standing in the way of your own empowerment, perhaps you know that there's an area where you're creating a ritual that is taking away your power, but you're like, whatever, I don't mind escaping, because you know what? I don't want to deal with my reality. This is energy that's going to bring about this old wound. This wound is going to be in your face, and Chiron's going to want to heal it. It's going to bring it about. And as you face this wound, some of you may have been starting to overcome it. There is still a sense that there's something more. Chiron is a weird part of your chart. Chiron is that area in your chart where we have this festering wound that we will nurture our entire lives. But as we learn to cope and deal with this wound, we teach others on how to empower themselves and how to nurture themselves in the midst of dealing with their own wound and then maintaining their wound. If you are caught in, you know what, I'm over it, it's all about me, I'm cool, you know, I'm not going to do anything about my life, and you want to turn this energy away, that's extremely low vibration and energy. All of this Jupiter in Virgo energy conjunct with the North Node energy is about service to others. So as you sit there and serve yourself and put the light on yourself and empower yourself, that's actually a low form of vibration. And even though it seems like you deserve the empowering time, that is the time when you need to step up and empower others. Show your friends how you did it. Talk about what you went through. Communicate effectively. Challenge these areas in your life. And as you do this, you will shine brighter than you ever have before. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner. And I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Sagittarius, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn, aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is in retrograde, and with those two in conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn. So, for you, all of this is going to be aligning yourself with who you value, what you value, the things that you value, and the ways that you attain what you value. Now, there may be some home and family situation that distracts you from a goal in this energy. And in order to work around this situation, you may have to set up a new routine to attain what you want. And you may have to change, you may have a change of heart about what you value most, which is success and recognition, or home and family. This is a very difficult aspect to success. How do we balance out home and how do we have home work-life balance? That is probably one of the biggest things that I struggle with. So as your ruler, which is in conjunct with the North Node, as you are feeling this calling and this career life path destiny, and as it is talking to you, and it's making you aware that there's a larger purpose for you. Perhaps there's an area in your life that is suffering because of that. So I think you feel in this energy very pressured to choose between what you deeply desire, what motivates you. It's always been a goal of yours as long as you can remember, and it's where you seek power from the practical aspects of your life, you know, that where you receive emotional comfort, where you want to invest your time. And every Sagittarius goes through this. There's times where their commitments overwhelm their desires, and there's creating that balance. How do you do it when you have, you know, home and family expectations? You know, you have this desire and this absolute life purpose to fulfill, and yet, you know, there is something that you have to face about a limitation. You can't do it all. And especially if this has something to do with a relationship or relationship expectation in this particular home and family dynamic. And perhaps this has something to do going back with your childhood. You know, perhaps this dynamic has kind of always been there. It's kind of like that karmic dynamic that, you know, that as you process your life, sometimes we walk along the same karmic paths that, you know, our parents did, and, you know, they didn't learn their lessons, so we take on their karmic journey. And so I think what goes into this is we need to take a look back at the past, look where that family dynamic lost power. How can we create some balance in what we desire, what is truly making us shine, what is really aligning us with empowerment? But how do we maintain the responsibilities in our lives, the realistic expectations? You know, this is a journey. And in this energy, you may find out that it's very easy to find the key. Remember that it's very easy for Capricorn energy to compartmentalize what it desires and what it takes to achieve it. This is the energy to drop your thinking into and take a look at your day-to-day life. You're used to being in a very expansive part of thinking, but you need to hone in on the immediate environment that you're dealing with so that it can support this expansive goal that you want for your future. So what you need to do in this energy is you need to really align yourself with empowering yourself in your day-to-day routines and the way that you process your environment, the contribution that you have to give, the empowering ability and the stability that you have for your immediate environment. You really do need to make sure that you keep that in check and solidify that, and you don't lose that stable part of your life, because could have been something that has happened in your past, and it could be some sort of karmic lesson involved in that. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi Capricorn, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is in retrograde, which is conjunct with Pluto and Capricorn. Capricorn. Can we have more Capricorn energy? Around this time of year, we always do. But let's take a look at all this. Your ruler, which is in Sagittarius, very expansive part of your life, is in that part of your chart that takes a look at the karmic lessons, the karmic debt, the karmic relationships, the karmic outcomes, takes a look, reassesses all of that, and aligns your partnerships with that. So this is also energy where we take a look at where we've suffered in the past in relationships and unions and partnerships, where we've lost power, where we haven't been able to communicate effectively, and where even though we wanted to attain a goal and a desired outcome, where we may not have achieved those goals. This is very reflective energy for you times 10. You're going to find that in this energy, there is some, as you reflect, as you take a look at things from a different perspective and all of this, Sagittarian energy, as you try to get control over an outcome, you're going to find that you may see this from a different perspective. I think there are pearls to be had in taking a look at how you grew up, what you didn't want, what you didn't like about the way that you grew up, perhaps some childhood issues that you're pulling into your present relationships, your home and your family. It's time to revisit those areas. Now, I don't think that this is going to self-destruct you. In fact, what I think this is going to do is empower you in this energy. Now, this is very vulnerable energy. We have the moon in Pisces, Chiron in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. The moon and Chiron are conjunct. This is all happening in a very expansive part of your chart that has to deal with how you communicate about these childhood issues, how you deal with maybe an issue that has to do with a sibling, or some sort of home and family dynamic that you remember taking away your power, or you remember where you lost power, or you remember the dynamic, that karmic dynamic, that lesson that you were supposed to learn growing up that you may not have learned, that you're pulling in right now. And I think that this is not about reliving. I don't think that this energy is about where you're getting that karmic lesson again, but I do think you're revisiting what the point of the karmic relationships, debt, and paying that debt back meant. What was the entire purpose of that in your life? And how does it change the way that you think and interpret your immediate environment, how you live on a day-to-day basis? Do you duplicate some of the patterns from your past? Are you pulling that into your current relationship and the way that you're currently living your life? This reflective period is going to make sure that you're not doing that. So for some of you, the lower vibration you are. And for some of you, you're going to get a reality check and pull you back into the fact that, hey, these are karmic lessons. You don't got to relive them. This is the reality of the situation. This is where you have not learned. This is where you need to expand your thinking. And you probably have a relationship that is making it emotionally worth the investment to revisit. Now, for some of you, the high vibration in this energy is that you're going to shake yourself out of this dynamic, and you're going to release yourself from karmic wounds, karmic suffering, and karmic debt, and you are going to expand in this energy, and you're going to find a way to make your life different than it has been growing up. And this is very beautiful energy to do that in. It's very, expansive energy. Just understand there's going to be probably a lot of confusion, and you're probably not going to completely understand the entire message initially. So the way that energy works is when we have some sort of energy burst, and in this area I call it an energy burst, then what it does is it stimulates us to pay attention. And for some of us, that could be through confusion. And Capricorn energy doesn't like to be confused. So what happens when Capricorn energy gets confused in an outcome or a goal? You know what it does? It just intellectually dissects it, compartmentalizes it. It wants to make sure that that goal is attained, and they don't want to lose focus on it. So in order to do that, what they then do is they find some way to process this and break down the information into categories so that you can actually, deal with what you're looking at. But in the midst of confusion, initially, that can be quite difficult. Now, as you do this, you're going to find that you have some kind of really cool out-of-the-box thinking, and that it's really not as bad as I think you initially thought it was, or if it was, I think you're finding that you're releasing yourself from this. This is freedom from all of this. This is rebellious energy. This is making you want to change the outcome, and it put a spotlight on it, to dissect it, to revisit it, and then empower yourself, knowing that you have this little wound that is very vulnerable, but is also something that you can overcome. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi, Aquarius. This is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is conjunct with Capricorn. Now, your ruler in this energy rules Capricorn energy. So this has a very direct impact on you and how you're aligning yourself, your desires, with what empowers you, but it has some pull to the past that you need to reassess. So this energy is speaking to you. This is about your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes, your friendships, your social circles, social media, how you present yourself on all of these things, how you create opportunity in all of these areas. So this is about a spotlight on you. You are goal-oriented, you're action-oriented, you're ready to change your outcome, and it's very stimulating energy. I do want to warn you that as you get overstimulated with energy, you can be regimented in your thinking about this goal. There's a karmic lesson in all of this month for you that I think is special. Now, your ruler, which is conjunct with Venus, which is sitting in this hopes, dreams, wishes, friendships, social circles house, a very expansive part of your house, of your chart. This particular energy is dealing with areas of suffering, areas of karmic lessons, karmic limitations, areas where you have an old wound that you really do need to revisit. You need to look at the reality. You need to see this vulnerability for what it is, acknowledge it, and actually know that there is a limitation in you. That's very difficult for you to fixate on because you just want to move forward. You're always in forward mode. But this is reflective energy. We have Jupiter in retrograde. We have Mercury in retrograde in Capricorn, and we also have the way that you are emotionally motivated in conjunct with Chiron, the wounded healer, and Neptune is in Piscean energy as well. So there's a lot of 12th house works to do in karma, karmic lessons, karmic relationships, karmic outcomes. When you have Saturn and Sagittarius conjunct with Venus and Sagittarius, there may have been relationships that you were developing that were karmic relationships, and there's some karmic pain that was associated. There was a lesson to be learned. If you are just moving forward and you're all ego-oriented and you're like, well, that person sucked and it was all their fault and I had no responsibility in my outcome and it was just everything they did was wrong, I was right, boy, are you going to be working in the lowest form of this vibration. And you are going to get one power-packed lesson from this alignment. This is not about blaming others for your outcome. You have a part in your outcome. You chose your outcome. You chose that goal. You chose that person to invest with. You chose the partnership. You chose where to put your stability, where to solidify your foundation. You made choices and you need to deal with the ramification of those choices. This is very, very intense energy if it is in a low vibration, and there is a lot of negative energy in this. This to me suggests, and it's the reason why I can't barely see the positive energy, some of you are putting the blame on others for where you lose power. You are not taking responsibility for where you are not aligned, where you need to take responsibility for the way that you think and the visions that you see. What's realistic? Where were you idealistic? You know, there is power to be found if you revisit these areas in your life. This is overcoming energy, by the way. You know, as we see where a limitation is, I know that I have an emotional limitation and how much stress I can handle. I didn't always know that. I had to almost lose it for me to understand, because I had 2 jobs. I was working 80 hours a week. I was sleeping maybe a few hours a day. And, then I had my kids, and I just refused to understand. I'm a human being. I need to fuel my machine. I need to sleep. I need to have a mental time where I'm not working. I have a very difficult time understanding limitation. And so what did my body do? What did karma do? It went in and it gave me more than I could handle, so that I had to just practically lose it for me to understand, whoa, 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 whoa. I have a fracking huge limitation in my life. And I need to really understand that part of me. I need to acknowledge it on a regular basis, and I need to have respect for that limitation, because that limitation is part of me. And if you do this, you will receive the most blessed release in energy, a flushing of the wound, a release of these karmic lessons that you have to learn over and over again until you get them right. That's the way energy works. That's the way karma works. It keeps giving you the same lesson until you just finally get it right. Anyhow, guys, it's a beautiful energy. There's a lot of negative energy. You are going to have to focus on your goals. You're going to have to expand. You're going to have to move forward. And you're going to have to let go. Let go. Don't fixate anymore on what you can't have, where you lose power, where you need to find control. Don't focus. It's just such a waste of your energy, and you're enlightened. You're bigger than that and better than that. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event. Hi Pisces, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Sun in Capricorn aligning with Mercury in Capricorn, which is in retrograde, conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn. Now for you, this energy is big time energy. I'm going to tell you why. This has some interesting dynamics. This has to do with yourself, what you perceive that you want, how others perceive you, how you go after your goals, how when the spotlight is on you, how you're perceived, what you want to put the spotlight on in your life, the desire that you want to create. This is about taking a look at your past, aligning yourself with some past-based goal, and this is about empowering yourself enough to go after this goal. However, it's also expanding what you desire and what you're extremely passionate about. And it is also challenging the ways that you go about what you want. So it's great to talk about hopes, dreams, and wishes. It's great to talk about expanding your lifestyle. It's great to talk about winning the lottery, $800 million, right? If I did that, I would go after my dreams. But no. 99.9% of us never get to have that. So we got to go after these goals in the reality of our situations. We've got to provide ourselves with emotional momentum to be able to create our hopes, dreams, and our wishes, expand our potential. And we have to deal with the reality of our situation and how we are right now, where we are right now, the place that how we stand in this energy. That is a lot more than it sounds. Because those are very big parts of your chart asking you want your hope, dream, and wish, right? You want that expansive future. You want to attain a goal. Guess what? You got to do the work. You got to go out there. You've got to be realistic about the expectations regarding this hopes, dream, and wish. So in a high vibration, I think you're expanding. And you're very intuitive about what you want. You're very aligned internally. Perhaps some of you are having beautiful dreams about outcomes, and you're seeing yourself in these outcomes. And so you understand the direction that you need to go. And you're understanding, okay, so perhaps there's like some sort of goal regarding your appearance, or the way that you're perceived, or the perspective that you wanted people to have about yourself. You need to revisit those, because as they're coming to you in your dreams perhaps, or as they're coming to you along in the day through weird messaging type response, like sometimes when I don't know what I want, I just get all these weird messages, and they're all the same messages but from different kinds, like sometimes it'll be from social media, and then sometimes it'll be from a song, and then sometimes it'll be from a conversation. But they all sync, and they all provide the same message, but they're just stimulating me on all levels to really pay attention to it. So that's what's happening in a high vibration. In a low vibration, this hope, dream, and wish that you have for your future. I got to extend my leg. This hope, dream, and wish that you have for your future, I want to say that you need to put in the work. You need to be diligent. Saturn is a benefic planet. Even if it's in a square, it's a benefic planet. If you're looking at things realistically, so as you're asking yourself how to expand, and an obstacle comes up, how committed are you to this goal? Is it just like an obstacle pops up and you're like, reality, I'm going to run away from it? Or is it obstacle comes up and you're like, really? Because I'm badass. You know, I can overcome it. I can see the outcome. I will work diligently until I overcome that obstacle because I see the outcome. I see the fantasy. I see the outcome that I could create. And it's a beautiful dream. And that's not stopping me. That's the challenge in this energy for you. And it's beautiful. Remember that you're aligning the desire, the spotlight that you want to put on something with the way that you think regarding some past space goal. And then you're going to stay empowered during this challenging time because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner. And I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event.